Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and there seems to be trouble in socialist paradise. The fruit and nut party are falling apart. I did the story yesterday about the accusations, if you will, of potential fraud. I'm not going to say it happened, of course, I'm not accusing anyone, but there seems to be this air of mystery about what's going on. But there's the potential of fraud by Zara Sultana. This was due to a website asking for donations and pushing to a portal, which was not an official one by all accounts. And therefore, money has been paid in. Nobody knows where it's gone. And, yes, the authorities have been called in investigating for potential fraud. Her name has been taken off all the paperwork. She seems to have been turned persona non grata within the nut party now, I suppose. Jezbollah. But she says that she's now been subjected to a sexist boys' club. Yes, she's risen from the political grave and she's putting her story out. Well, having had to, launch the membership portal without authorization, she's in a bit of a dodgy position. But it looks like the party's over for Sultana, at least. Or so the current affairs people are saying. Well, they're just raising one's hopes, aren't they? She said in a missive that was published and promulgated to those concerned, "I want to clarify the situation regarding the membership system for your party," she said. "Neither of this week's emails had dual authorization of both myself and Jeremy, which was the agreement made at the start of the process. After being sidelined by the MPs named in today's statement and effectively frozen out of the official accounts, I took the step of launching a membership portal so that supporters could continue to engage and organise. This was in line with the roadmap set out by members on Monday and is a safe, secure, legitimate portal for the party," she says. "Everyone who supports us should sign up now. Still grifting, darling. Still grifting. It's not your party. You're not there anymore." She says, "My sole motivation has been to safeguard the grassroots involvement that is essential to building this party. Unfortunately, I've been subjected to what can only be described as a sexist boys' club. I've been treated appallingly and excluded completely. They've refused to allow any other woman with voting rights in the working group, blocking the gender balance committee that both Jeremy and I signed up to." Well, I'm going to tell you now, when you look at all those names, they're all Asian names. Well, it's your culture, darling, you know. She said it's also important to be transparent about why this situation has arisen. "I do not believe members will accept Carrie Murphy and her associates having sole financial control of members' money and sole constitutional control over our conference. This undermines the democratic principles we agreed to uphold. You're socialists. You don't like democracy. Democracy is the opposite of socialism. From the outset, we agreed that MOU Operations Limited, stewarded by Jamie Driscoll, Beth Winter and Andrew Feinstein, would manage funds on behalf of members until the following of the founding conference, at which point they would be transferred to a new entity established democratically." She keeps pushing the word democratically in there, doesn't she? It's almost as though she's compensating for its lack of democracy. Methinks, you know. Anyway, she said, "Every penny raised so far has gone to MOU operations, and this continues to be the case with our new membership portal." Now, I'm not saying that that's not the case, and I do hope it is. I do hope it's legitimate. Otherwise, a lot of people will have lost a lot of money. But there certainly seems to be a lot of dither about this, doesn't there? Anyway, this, to be clear, is members' money, and our members must decide how it is spent. This arrangement was designed to ensure transparency, accountability, and protection against the concentration of financial control in the hands of any one person. Yes, but that's the problem. It's seen as being in control of one person. You. This was not made clear, was it? She said, "I regret that today's statement has misrepresented the situation. My actions have been consistent with our shared commitment to build an open, democratic, and member-led organisation." Yes, that's the trouble with MPs, though. A lot of them are led by their members. She said, "I will continue to fight for a process where members' money, data and voices are safeguarded, not centralised." I don't know why my alarm was going off there. Anyway, she said, "I'm calling on Jeremy to meet with me and agree to make public all agreed structures, processes and decision-making protocols Doing this will restore hope for our members and ensure nothing like this can ever happen again. Nothing like this will ever happen again, my darling. Of that, you can be resting assured. The Democratic founding conference of this party will take place in late November. Again, democracy being mentioned. They're trying to crowbar democracy into everything. So you realise, oh, they're a Democratic Party, as opposed to what any other normal socialist party is, which is the opposite. She said, I'll keep fighting for a minimum programme for maximum democracy. Do you see the point I'm making here? You have my word. No stitch-ups, no coronations. The members must decide, she says. Well, I'm not going to accuse her. I'm not saying anything, she's done anything wrong at all. I'm going to say that the perception is that it's very shady, and perception in politics is king. It's also obvious to anyone that things are not going well in that party, that there is a lot of division, particularly at the top. I think her position now is untenable. I think she's annoyed Jeremy Corbyn, and for that I thank her. But I don't think that she can last. I think he will now work to give her the elbow if he hasn't already. But on the communications coming from his side, her name is nowhere there. She's not, she's not been mentioned. She's not been she who must not be named. Very much the Voldemort of socialism, the faceless wonder. Yeah. The thing is, you could walk down the street, she could walk past you, and you wouldn't know who she was. Jeremy, on the other hand, oh my God, you see him coming, you'd be getting up and getting your rotten tomatoes ready, wouldn't you? But her, now she just disappears. She's a nobody. She's a nothing, a cipher. But she's really got an ego, hasn't she? And to go and pull a stunt like that, I will tell you now, as an accountant, that if anyone working below me, with me, above me, had tried a stunt like that, I would immediately suspect fraud. Immediately. And I would either go right up to board level and say, look, this is happening, we need to check this, we need to investigate. And failing that, I would certainly keep notes and everything and ready to go to the police. You shouldn't do this. This is wrong. To open that portal like that, without official backing, without agreements, signed agreements, no, that's dodgy. And I'm not saying she's done anything wrong. I'm saying it's got the appearance of having done something wrong. I don't think this party is going to last. Do you? Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Till next time, goodbye. Hit subscribe.